Hi, I'm Kate Berlant.
I'm Jacqueline Novak.
And this is Poog, an ongoing conversation about wellness between two obsessive friends.
Two untamable intellects.
This is our hobby.
This is our hell.
This is our naked desire for free products. This is Poog. Today's topics?
Loosely speaking.
Nectarine salad, rash, uncharmable.
How are you?
I mean, I'm miserable, but I'm also fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Jacqueline has shingles, to be clear. She has the non horrifying, it's in your eye, it's on your face shingles, but still horrifying nonetheless.
Yeah, it's a light rash on the ribs, but I thought it was back pain for a couple days, blah, blah, blah. And then, wait, this end? Yeah, it turned off. I'm just taking my thing off here. So I've just powered up the brain with on a cellular level with my V-Light, whatever.
Are you really on that thing regularly?
Well, I missed like 2 weeks, but I was putting it out, lying in bed each night. And, so I'm back on. But, and then I have a new device that I purchased out of pocket.
What is it? There's so much. We haven't recorded. I don't think we've ever gone this long without recording. Don't you agree?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe.
I think so. Because there's so much that
there is a lot.
So it's endless.
Because the last one that was called like Special Prep. And it was before you were recording your special.
Okay, so yeah, like a little over a month ago.
And we were talking about like, the wedding, right? Like, what am I doing? I'm going and getting.
Yes.
And I think you talked about your scrub. Yeah, you
Jacqueline,
did.
I'll just say quickly, Jacqueline was at my special tapings and she became a genius audience coordinator and was the backbone of my emotional well-being.
It was the honor of my life. Now, what was wild about it was a couple things, but I sprung into action. You gave me, permission after the first night, whatever. But I sprung into action but you weren't around because obviously you were in the green room and stuff. So I had to brazenly make choices, literally without consulting you at all, which is actually the only way. You know what I mean?
That was amazing. Just so the listener understands, my first night of my show, my special taping, I had a heckler, which has essentially never happens in comedy generally, like the myth of the heckler. But I came on stage and before I opened my mouth, I noticed, oh no, we've got a lunatic because there was a woman and she had her drink on my stage. Like she rested her drink on the stage, which is like obviously like the most rude, unimaginable thing, let alone the fact it would be rude if it were just a regular show.
Right.
But there's cameras everywhere. You're fully aware, like so crazy. And then within 5 minutes of getting on stage, of doing my stand-up, she's like talking to me. She's like reacting in real time. Like I'm saying like, the da-da-da, and she's going, huh? What? I don't know that. And then she wouldn't stop. She did it again. And then thank God, I looked at her. I was like, you have to stop. And then she did, but it was terrifying. I spent the rest of the show completely consumed with anxiety. She would start talking again. It did derail basically the whole show for me. I would say it ended up being fine. Like, and thank God no one really knew because it's a small space. The only people that were aware of her talking to me was like the first 2 rows.
Yeah, no, because I was in the back and you couldn't hear anything or whatever.
No.
I just know you and I literally saw the tiniest, you got to stop.
Yeah.
Or like, stop.
Yeah.
It's like so small. And it's funny, like I have video of one of my special recordings, like me full on like going after these people because they were just like talking like in the first row of the balcony, just like each other like they were.
It's so crazy. What is wrong with people?
Like full Muppets, like da-da-da. And but anyway, it was like I'm just going, how is that happening? I have to step in.
Yeah.
Certain things only another comedian
can understand. And so I took on my greatest honor, which is to see a comedy special midwife. But the crowds were wonderful. Everyone was great. Again, it's. I mean, how long have I been doing stand up? It's like it's like almost never happened. People really know how to behave, but every now and then you get someone who it's beyond comprehension. But
I met a lot of hags in the audience, and it became, just making sure that anyone, particularly in the front, understood. It's like, we're all on the same team here.
and they understand.
Like I start to go up to them like, hey, just, they're like, laugh a lot. I'm like, don't worry about it. Like, just, live your life. You know what I mean? Because like, hey guys, we really need laughs here.
I know.
But you're fine. I'm just like, don't respond verbally to anything. Like,
which everyone understands.
and they all acted like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, duh.
I was like, you'd be surprised.
No, you, I really appreciate you
Really fun.
doing that.
It was immensely satisfying. I had to tell a couple like children in the back. I went row by row. It's like once you're already doing it, went row by row with telling people to power down their phones, not just like sort of silence them and then an alarm goes off and all sorts of stuff. Whatever. It was an absolute blast. Special.
No. It'll be out in time, but you were amazing, and the best thing was after I'm done being with Jacqueline, going to swingers, 2 couples.
Yeah.
Going to swingers.
Reflecting on an evening of wild success.
It was beautiful. But Jacqueline.
And the cake days to hear that I fell ill.
Jacqueline Novak. I know she fell ill.
So obviously this is and I joke because illness, you can't, as Carolyn, you can't reason with illness. Okay. And the blame and all that kind of stuff. But just as a gag, I'm going to say like, guys, I failed us. I fell ill. Okay. By which I mean, to shingles, which, it's just a shock because it's like, Berlant, right? Walks around like terrified of illness coming in from the outside, right? Meanwhile, like shingles is like, the calls coming from inside the house.
But I don't understand because you're young for shingles. What I don't understand is they say
John Early got it at 18.
No, stop.
So the reason that it's associated with old age. So
but you can't get the vaccine like they give it to you in your 50s.
Yeah. But on Reddit and everywhere, it's like, and the doctors, they're like younger and younger. The reason that it was associated with older is because people's immune systems and their just ability to fight things off is weaker. Okay. So this is why I'm calling it a failure. I'm like, so my immune system's weak. I mean, stress, stress. They're like, you're stressed. And then what shingles is, just in case anyone doesn't realize, is the chickenpox virus. If you haven't when you're a child, as I did.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, most of us.
Very common.
It doesn't, ever completely leave the system. It hides in like in the vertebrae or it's not exactly the vertebrae, but it's essentially to the side of one of the vertebrae. Okay, and then years later, you're weak, you're stressed. It has a foothold to finally and then it travels down that particular vertebrae's nerve line, which that's why it's called the shingles, because it's just a band that goes around the rib, because that's where the nerve goes, and they call them dermatones. So like the body has these stripes of the skin that are like related to the nerve that lies underneath it, kind of deep underneath it. So anyway, so you get the rash. And
how much pain are you in?
Well, for like 2 days, maybe it's longer. I want it to be 2 days because I want to believe that I got on the antivirals within 72 hours. So I'm already I'm pushing it, but I'm like several days before I had like back pain that was like keeping me up at night, which normally it doesn't. Normally if I have like, a pulled muscle or something. And I actually woke in the night like with my usual spot kind of, which happens to be that same area, which actually makes you wonder, maybe that's why. Anyway, and I had this annoying backache that was in this area that was different than normal, such that I was laying on my, my foot thing, my Chi Vitalizer Pro, obviously that dances my feet wildly. I was sticking my back on it, and having it send me back and forth to try to get out this feeling that was really unpleasant. And then Googling, trying to find, I'm always looking up, trigger points and like, okay, this pain in this spot. What's the other spot I need to massage the thing? And the AI is like, blah, blah, blah. But just in case because it was wrapping around to the rib. So I'm like, trigger point wrapping around to the rib, Google AI, which is like trash and, blah, blah. Okay. But it's at the top of Google, me Googling my thing. And it's like, not in an alarming way, but it is like, rash. Because you mentioned it wrapping around from the back to the rib. It was like, just, if there's a rash, just consider if that, shingles, right? And I was like, oh, whatever. And then I'm like, I don't think I have a rash. I go, I lift up the shirt, tiniest redness of like so normal variety of nothing.
Oh my God.
I go, it's because I've been rubbing the area wildly, like trying to work the muscle.
Right.
My skin, like, if I scratch it, it like welts.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not touching it, whatever. If it's there tomorrow, a little worse. So that evening I went to the doctor. I went to urgent care. It was like this quiet Beverly Hills summer evening.
Beautiful.
It's where that car, it's like the urgent care's second floor. It's like a gleaming car dealership on the first floor. There's just something about it. Go up there. It's like, I don't know. It's a weird feeling sometimes in summer when you're in a setting that is not like fun summer times. Like you didn't leave the city. You didn't go to the beach. You're just sort of, I don't know. It's like a very specific feeling. It's almost kind of comforting. And so I go in and they're like, it could be a couple hours. I'm like, whatever. But I had read if it is shingles and you get on the antivirals within 72 hours, huge difference. So I was like, I'm waiting. Meanwhile, I got in pretty quick. Okay, huge news. This is the same urgent care I went to when I was sick, and I don't remember what it was.
Oh, with the nose drip?
Yes, that's what it was. The eustachian tube dysfunction. Okay. I see the tiniest, swiftest motion of a hard plastic thing going over the thermometer.
Thank God.
No, I go, maybe I missed it last time. Yeah, I missed it. Okay. I don't know, but yeah, it's hard to say. Okay. Because I was sure I didn't miss it. But anyway, the nurse is good. And she's like, this doctor is brilliant. Okay. And I'm like,
whoa, weird.
Seemed like odd.
Crush. Yeah.
She's like, she didn't say you're gonna love him. She's like, okay, you're gonna be seeing Dr. Santa. He's incredible.
Was he gorgeous?
No, I was just imagining like that. I'm like, Kate, I didn't notice his looks. Okay.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. No, but I figured it out. Okay. I figured out why she was doing that. It's because he has sort of an affect.
Oh.
Some might find off-putting, I think. Okay.
Like what?
Just like kind of flat, like just kind of giving you nothing, kind of uncharmable,
Oh.
Like now I can sort of get into that in this other way. Like, so this, I think
Did you crack him?
I'll tell you it anyway. Like, oh no, well, this was such a joke. I sort of didn't crack him. Okay. And I continued like a
To try.
soft shoeing act.
Me
okay?
too. Every time.
The entire way. Now, to the point where I was essentially doing.
I go harder. No, I go harder.
I was doing monologues while he said nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
Filling the air. Okay.
Yeah.
And at one point I approached his desk. Okay. And because he hadn't gotten up, I was like, well, it's just, I think, and I started pulling up my shirt to show him the thing. He's like, I'll examine you in a minute. Okay. Like,
oh my
we'll
God.
get to the examination. This is a question point. So I did a thing, which was like, we've talked about this a lot, but like the hysterical housewife, the old days, it was like, oh, did you go on WebMD? Googling your symptoms. What a nightmare. The housewife. Okay. Now, at least that's so over. I don't even
They expect it.
They expect it. It's not like whatever. And so I go, look, and this was almost embarrassing because like the word punchline slipped out. Okay. Like, and then later you find out I'm a comedian. And it's like, Jesus, she used the word punchline for early and everything. Because I was like, look, like, because it's like, what brings you here today or whatever, I'm like,
a lot. Yeah.
I'm like, look, I'm not gonna. I almost said something like hide the punchline or something. Okay,
Yeah,
I was like, I'm gonna be real with you. I think I have shingles. Like I'm not like, but now I'll take you back, right? And I say what I say. He asks the questions, and every single one, and it becomes like, oh, a lot of pharmaceuticals or something. I'm like, he's like, are you on all of these or something? I'm like, whatever. We start going through those. He asks like a variety of questions, and like, he's like, yes or no will do. Or okay. He's like,
Oh
yes or no
my
will do. I think
God.
made a comment about having to see other people. Okay. And I'm like, I just treat every question as like it could be important or why are they asking kind of like,
Yeah.
wait, but are you on dexamphetamine? And I'm like, I mean, I have prescription for it. I took one yesterday and haven't 3 months before. Like, I don't
Yeah.
like yes or no will do. It's just like whatever. Sorry, this is like boring.
Yes
but
or
I
no
also
will
feel-
do.
Yeah. Like, and I was like, right. I always forget that, like, okay, like just shit like that, right? Point is, whatever goes on, haha. I'm doing my shtick, nothing. He finally comes over, he examines me, and then he's like, "Yep,
Oh,
I agree with your diagnosis."
wow. How exciting.
I was soaring.
Yeah.
I was like, I live for this, right? When it's a couple of gentlemen, and I'm included. Like when Chris said it the other day, or I forget, just and he knew I'd love it. He referred to us as a couple of gentlemen in some context, right?
Yeah.
And I was so happy, and I came out like unable to like beaming, And he's like, "We'll get you the prescription, whatever." I was like, "Is it going to get a little worse before it gets a little better?" If I said,
no.
"Is it going to be, is this going to be hell or something?" He was,
Yeah.
I was trying to be like, whatever, and he's like, "I think it'll get a little worse before it gets better." Or something.
Oh.
It's true, whatever.
Okay.
So anyway, the pain is just like it's the weirdest thing because it's such an odd ailment because it's this internal thing, yet it goes all the way to the surface of the skin.
Oh,
So
God.
anyway, it's just like pain under the rib and around the back that feels kind of like, I mean, some people are like, I've never felt pain worse than childbirth and blah, blah, blah. I'm not like that. I don't understand. I was not like that. I mean, I understand.
There's varying degrees.
What I mean is I don't want to claim I had that at all.
Yes.
It was totally fine if like I would take the Advil, it was a lot better. It's sort of like burning, itching, and sensitive, but also under the skin sort of pain, whatever. It's just bizarre. And then like the Advil and this lidocaine cream was, I put the lidocaine cream and it menthols it all up, and that pretty much took care of it. Like, it's like I couldn't really like I showered and it was like,
Yeah.
and so I was like, and Chris had to leave, so it was sort of like for a week, and so then it went into sort of like in a cave with my sickness, and there were like a couple days I didn't make it out, like like even to like the front to get a little sun in the outside.
That's okay.
It's just like, and then but a lot of walking around going, like before Chris left, going like, I have shingles.
Yeah, totally.
Coming out of the bathroom, like upstairs, like he hears me, like I'm like, can you believe I have shingles?
Yeah.
And whatever, and and then the biggest effect is like, feeling just sort of vaguely like shit, tired, like would go on a walk, got like really tired from like a walk, and then just the mood, the mood,
of course,
primary, worst of all.
You seem great now.
Well,
we're going to see the Odyssey tonight.
I know. I was like, last night I was like, I don't know that I can say it. I was like, like, because it was almost like Chris is back. I had this idea that I'm going to see the Odyssey, and I'm like, I still feel like shit. Like, I'm like, no one realizes. Like, I'm alone in my illness. Like, because, I'm still saying I'm supposed to leave tomorrow for tour dates.
I think seeing the Odyssey is actually going to help you.
You'd think that. Okay.
Seeing Odysseus.
No, absolutely. And I think like being in the chair and enjoying it and whatever, it's all fine, but it's just, I'm like, I gotta get a handle on the stress, particularly when it's like, you go like, so I was home for a month, like with a cleared schedule, basically to do nothing, like, other than, well, work on writing. And it's like me alone facing myself, greatest stress and challenge, like mastery of the self, you know what I mean? Alone with my own creative work in agony.
Oh, yeah, of course. It's
just, so anyway, I was like, got to commit to that. I've really got to find a way out of, is it seriously meditation? It's just.
No,
Let me guess. It's let me guess. It's brunch at Kate's.
Yeah, it's community.
Community is real. Okay. But then you go the other way and you're like, I have certain needs. There was even a piece in my solitude that after a few days, I'm like, oh, wow, I need so much solitude to finally come home to myself. I have no answers. Why would we?
You're on the way. You're on the way. The path to healing. Electrolytes are key. Salt is life. Element is salt, but it's also delicious, addictively so. Lemonade, probably my favorite flavor. Watermelon, raspberry. I don't want to brag, but I was hungover today. And guess what? You can actually hear it in my voice, the gravel. I did a pink lemonade element. It was fabulous. Now they're doing Element Lemonade Iced Tea.
Lemonade iced tea delivers Element's science-backed electrolyte formulation, plus naturally occurring caffeine, 50 milligrams, L-theanine, and polyphenols for a powerful blend of antioxidants. What are we talking about? Well, it's a formula they've designed to support a healthy lifestyle without hammering those adrenals or just destroying sleep.
Unbelievable. Caffeine being added to Element. I stopped in my tracks.
Kate, you realize that caffeine doesn't actually give you energy, right?
I love caffeine, but as you know, you got to be careful with the way you're ingesting caffeine.
No, it just blocks the receptors that make you feel tired. That's a painful truth, and one that, well, I guess Element is interested in helping us navigate.
The combination of the hydration with the electrolytes and Element with the caffeine stabilizes you, and it can fit into your day in an easy way versus your usual ways that you go about getting coffee or procuring caffeine.
Look, I drink Element because it all started with all the sweating and noticing that I felt better when I had an electrolyte drink during a deep workout or a sauna session.
Isolated caffeine, the kind that's in a lot of energy drinks, hits harder and drops faster because there is just nothing there to smooth the curve. Tea, however, works differently. The caffeine comes bundled with L-theanine and polyphenols, and the way that it exists like that naturally in the world is the point. That's what gives you a noticeably steadier feeling. There's less of a spike and less of a drop.
Element Lemonade Iced Tea uses a full black tea extract. No, not isolated caffeine. Plus a meaningful dose of electrolytes free of sugar, artificial flavors, or other dodgy ingredients.
It's built on the same formula as Element's core drink mix, sodium, potassium, and magnesium at levels shown to support optimal hydration. Trusted by Stanford neuroscientists, functional nutritionists, and professional athletes across the NFL, NBA, NHL, and CrossFit.
Get a free 8-count sample pack of Element's most popular drink mix flavors with any purchase of element.com/Poog.
Find your favorite flavor or share with a friend. And they have a no questions asked refund policy.
Try Element and see how you feel. If for any reason you're not satisfied, well, Element's customer service team will take care of you.
As you know, we love Quince here on the pod. They offer so many options, premium items, European linen, organic cotton, washable silk, without that retail markup. You can just lose an afternoon scrolling the Quince website. Gifts for others, gifts for yourself. Quince has 100% European linen pants, dresses, tops, gorgeous items for summer, lightweight, effortless, and styles are starting at $32. They have fabulous soft and comfortable denim, organic cotton sweaters, 14-karat gold jewelry, incredible gift. They have simple hoops, delicate chains, wonderful things to elevate your wardrobe. Everything at Quince is priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands, and they work directly with ethical factories and cut out the middleman so you're paying for exceptional quality, not the brand markup. I love washable silk skirts from Quince. They're so great. You can wear them in the day, then dress them up for the evening. And they're so easy to travel with because they're washable. I also love my passport case I got from Quince. Beautiful blue Italian leather, so chic. always have it with me when I'm traveling. Make your summer wardrobe feel easier. Go to quince.com/Poog for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/Poog for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/Poog. Can I break in with a restaurant story?
I think the listeners would be thrilled.
Well, listen, I'm going to hide the name of this restaurant because it's a restaurant that, and by the way, it's not Jar, okay? But it's a restaurant, and I'm just going to tell you quickly what happened. So first of all, sending food back, not what I do, generally, whatever, unless it's egregious. So let's just say this. I'm at a nice restaurant, I'm at a high-end restaurant that I've been to countless times. And we're looking at appetizers, and there's a salad that says nectarine salad. And I said, this was a month ago. I said, God, nectarines. And I remarked to my partner, it's a little early for nectarines. Nectarines are high summer. You're talking about late July, August, right?
Yeah.
But I go, this place is so nice. If they have a nectarine salad on the menu, they must have great nectarines. So I go, because we order 3 salads. And I go, you know what? We ordered 2. I go, fuck it, I want the nectarine salad. It's expensive. But I'm like, I want to try it. The nectarine salad drops. I look at the nectarines and I go,
other than like a salad, I would never, I don't even think I would glance at the price. Because once I'm there,
it's over. Fuck it. Totally.
Anyway, it's just interesting. I wouldn't even clock it.
I totally understand.
Yeah. Anyway, go on.
Ooh, now I want dinner. Okay. So then I'm looking at the nectarines. I go, I take my fork. Immediately make contact. They are hard as fucking rocks. They are hard.
Okay, I know.
As rocks.
I know. I can sometimes enjoy it. I don't know what I'm talking about.
No,
an overly
this is
nectarine.
No. I take a bite. I manage to somehow drive a fork through it. I take a bite. This is completely insane
across the room
that this was sent out. So my partner and I both are like, whoa. We basically don't touch it. There's some gorgeous Parmesan on top, some flakes of Parmesan. We eat a couple pieces of the Parmesan. The other 2 salads we eat, the server comes over. She's like, so what was our favorite salad? I'm looking, I go, well, one is completely almost untouched. So I was like, I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to, whatever. But she literally asks. So I go, the nectarines aren't ripe. I do it in a very kind of oh my God. And she goes, I had them earlier at family meal and they were quite crunchy. And I said, yeah, I thought
she downgraded it to quite crunchy.
Or crunchy, yeah.
Right.
She was like, yeah, they were pretty crunchy. No, but she's clearly being yeah, they're bad. And I was like, yeah. I said, I thought it's quite early for nectarines, but I figured, I don't know. So then she leaves, whatever. She comes back. She's clearing for the next course. She goes, and should I get this out of here? The basically untouched nectarine salad. I go, yeah, it disappears. And I turn to Naomi and I go, there's not a world that's on the bill, right?
Right.
And we're like,
I agree, Kate.
Right?
Yep.
So guys, what do you think happened? Cut 2, we were charged for it.
Of course.
$36. Take that in.
Wait. Okay, maybe
it was 26. Maybe it was 26.
Maybe I would glance at the bill. This is
maybe it was 26.
Yeah.
I guess 36 would almost be completely insane. It was 26, which is very expensive. And I just did not sit right with me. And then I have another announcement, which is the other salad featured figs. The figs were not sweet. And because the nectarines were so egregious, the figs somehow, we're like, we can't also acknowledge the figs. But so they have a produce fucking emergency. And I was so fixated. I was in the bathroom peeing. Sorry to use that language. And I said, I was on the can and out loud, I found myself out loud saying, shouldn't have gone out.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have gone out. And I'll just say this, because this is the history of all good restaurants, but where were we? Or you weren't with me. I was with Naomi and our moms at Osteria Angelini here in Los Angeles. They have one of my favorite dishes, which is this artichoke dish. It's always on the menu. And I said, and the artichokes. And he said, oh, I'm so sorry. We're not serving those tonight because they're not up to standards.
Yes.
And I go, yes. Sometimes you go, guess what? We went to the farmer's market, whatever. They're not, no, we're not serving it. How do you send that out of your kitchen? And then you're charging me.
No, whenever there's a thing where it's one thing you eat the whole thing. I mean, I still technically think you have your rights, but it's like basically untouched. There's a reason why it's untouched. They acknowledge the problem with it. Okay. It just feels like at that point, it's a disappointment. It's kind of like makes it feel like they're afraid of their own chef, which I'm sure they are, but right.
Yeah.
But although it's not like they go to the chef about it, they go to the right. If they had to get approval, right? Wouldn't it be from the manager? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I just think you take it over, you go, they didn't touch this. They say it's unripe. And yeah, it is unripe.
it's kind of like unless,
We ate every crumb of every other dish. Yeah.
yeah, right. It feels like, it's like, well, that's circumstantial evidence, like it could be like they filled up on the other two, admit it, you filled up on the
There's
other.
also a key detail, or just a detail. I noticed when she took it away, she had a little aside with someone looking at the plate. So that even for me went, oh, it's definitely off the bill.
Incredible. It almost feels like because she asked and dug it out of you, like it's almost like it's her fault for asking you. Like, so she
I
doesn't
didn't
get off because
say.
it's like,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
it's like I dug that out of them, right? Like it's almost like she could be blamed herself. Like if the manager or the chef
They
like,
complained. Yeah.
why
I
did you
didn't
ask
complain.
them if the salad, you gave them an opportunity and then you confirmed it? Like, don't do that. If you ask someone what they thought about the salad, we'd have to take everything off the menu. People complain about everything. I'm not
Right,
saying
right.
I agree, Kate. I'm just saying
Oh, I know.
what went through her head possibly.
Well, I will be going back. It's a beloved.
Funny when they've got you by the balls, by the way, when it's
I
like
know.
a neighborhood restaurant where it's like, well, this is the restaurant downstairs, so I'll be coming here again.
Forever. I know.
Like when we used to live on 71st Street, like West 71st, and I would get these special things. Like I would get these julienne vegetables where it was like, I just wanted all these vegetables that you could see existed in all these other dishes. And like
Mhm.
such a regular that, yeah, I come in and he goes, and the julienne, I mean,
Amazing.
right? And so you can work out almost like, well, this is clearly going to be my dinner 3 times a week. So given that, I feel like then you get a level of, you get a level of accommodation. You get a level of, particularly because it becomes easy. It's like, they know the thing you want.
Yeah.
But when they've got you by the balls because they're the corner restaurant, there's a negotiation that can occur because you keep coming back, even though, it's like you want it to work. Like we were reflecting on this restaurant near 71st, like on Columbus, when we lived there. We were just talking about it together, like, remember, blah, blah, blah. I don't even want to say it. But it was like, remember, it was like, because it was like, what was that place called? And then you like pull it up and you're like, oh yeah, I pull it up from the brain, and you're like, we remembered the first night, the honeymoon night of like walking back from watching fireworks on the West Side Highway. We just sort of like strolled over and watched fireworks, like
Yeah.
saw them off the West Side Highway, walked back, stumbled into this restaurant that was like brand new that night. It had these French fries that were sort of like covered in chimichurri, sort of like it was sort of their approach, and it felt like this is going to be big for us.
Yeah. The new spot.
And then the place fell apart on us. Like we had like,
Oh,
you
no.
go in, you sit down, they leave you there for like 45 minutes. You cannot flag someone down
Shit.
to get a menu and then you leave. Is something wrong? Like, yeah, we've been here for 45.
Yeah.
Desperately flagging you from the chairs, seeking eye contact, like a wild beast. Anyway, but we were like, yeah, and then it fell apart, but it was fun.
Is this just Los Angeles, California Chicken Cafe? And they have vegan options. I want to be clear. California Chicken Cafe has incredible food, and people, all over LA, people, as a goop alternative,
Mhm.
it's tastier, cheaper, and the wraps are fresher. And I had a California Chicken Cafe wrap. I had 2 days in a row. It's fucking unbelievable. And they have a vegan one that my partner loved. And I'm literally like, I want it now. And I think they have them. Is it just, oh my God, I'm seeing a picture of them on the website and I'm like going to start crying. They look so good. And they do pita inside. They put pita chips in the wrap. So there's a crunch there.
What, in the vegan one?
Yeah, I think in all of them.
Oh, and all of them. No, I was like, because sometimes, it's like they like junk food it up in the vegan ones to try to like.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna, like that, and it's like, we vegans probably like the taste of vegetables. You know what I mean? We're not like. Although I will say I was ordering from Love Organic Cafe while I was alone here. By the way, I've just completely like destroyed. My leg is like, it's not. I'm not trying to claim shingles here, but I've just scratched my leg and now it's like, full, beet red.
Oh no.
Love Organic Cafe, whatever. It's like got a lot of vegan stuff, and I just ordered these, who the hell knows what they're made of, but these vegan like not chicken nuggets.
Oh, like seitan or whatever the hell.
Yeah, I mean, but it tastes like a chicken nugget, like a dumbass chicken nugget. Heaven on earth. Okay, like comes with like a little ketchup. Okay, yum yum yum. Watching the great Rachel getting married. Hadn't seen it in a few years.
It's so weird you bring it up. We were talking about it the other day. I haven't seen it in so long.
I think we were talking about it the other day because I texted you, said I just revisited Rachel getting married.
No, you didn't.
We'll have to see.
I would remember.
By the way, I had a nightmare last night that we went to the Odyssey as planned, and we're sitting there waiting. And for some reason, we're there like a half hour early.
Is it a dream?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then because I had like saved this kidnapped little girl at this other event, the next night there was kind of a event with the saved little girl where it was like we were recounting what had occurred, and I was like, I got to be there. I mean, like I saved her essentially. Like, why am I not going to be there? And I was trying to tell you that, like, look, like almost like my day job is kind of like working for the FBI, like these kinds of cases, Kate. So like, unfortunately, like it is important. Like I can't just give up my like, extra work,
Wow.
non-showbiz work. Like I was like, I kind of got to be there. And really I wanted to be there because I wanted the glory, right?
Of
I wanted to make
course,
sure the
of
story
having
got
saved
told
her.
correctly. And I'll tell you how I saved her also, but we're sitting there and I'm like realizing that's happening. And it's like, and we're sitting and the movie's not starting for another half an hour. And then we all kind of float out like, oh, we'll do something else. And then before I know it, it's like, we're leaving. And then I realized like, I never acknowledged them that, I mean, we went to see a movie and then we all left like based on me. Like, that's like insane. Anyway, I felt really bad about it, even though I had my reasons. But in the dream, it was like there was this giant concert and this like little like child goes missing. And at first I have the entire crowd chanting in unison. I like get up on the stage. I'm like doing this whole thing. And then I grab the mic and sort of like work my way into the like dancing, but then I like take control.
Yeah.
Have the whole crowd like in unison saying like, where are you, Sophie, or something.
Oh my
Sophie,
God.
I'm looking for you.
Yeah.
Sophie, come back or something. It wasn't Sophie, but I don't remember. And so we're doing that. It's really loud and whatever. And like, and there's chaos. And then half the crowd's like waiting for the bathrooms in the hallways. And then I go down and here on Poog, we believe dreams are more interesting than reality.
Exactly.
So, instead of apologizing. So, because I think it's kind of interesting. And then I go, okay. And then I take the mic again and I go, now everyone, we're going to all count together, like down from 10. And when we get to 10, we're all going to go silent so we can hear if she's somewhere. Because obviously all the noise to
of
get
course,
full
clamoring.
silence everywhere. So I'm like, 10. Like 0. Okay. And then silence. And then you hear like, ding, ding. You hear the sort of the sound of something hitting porcelain, like in a bathroom kind of. And we look,
Oh,
there's
no.
like a closed door. And then like this woman goes and opens it. And they're like behind sort of the toilet is like, the kid is 12 inches tall. You know what I mean? Like,
Tiny.
they're, like in the dream, how they sometimes are, and they bring it out, it's saved. It's glorious. And, I wanted my glory.
This message is sponsored by Raycon.
With summer in full swing and so many celebrations happening this year, whether I'm heading to a backyard BBQ, running errands, or just enjoying the nice weather, my Raycon Essential Open Earbuds have basically become part of my daily routine. Raycon Essential Open Earbuds are a breeze to wear, and they're open ear, so you can listen to music or a podcast,
All while still hearing what's going on around. Do you understand? It's called safety while enjoying audio delights.
And they sound amazing, but again, are just so comfortable. You can wear them during a commute, on an airplane.
They sound amazing. They're comfortable to wear. Yeah, I've been loving them lately. And I got news for you. They're 20% off if you want to check them out yourself.
These earbuds sit just outside your ear canal, so you can really get clear sound, but you can actually hear what's going on around you. And that awareness is perfect for working out, going on a walk, or if you just want to know what's going on around you. They're really light, and the ear hook part rotates, so they actually stay in. They don't fall out, and they don't get uncomfortable.
I've been using these constantly ever since they arrived. Whether I'm popping over to the gym or going to get a coffee or just working from home. These are the ones I reach for over, other earbuds because I can still hear what's going on around me without sacrificing sound quality. I mean, honestly, they become a part of my daily routine.
Raycon has over 3 million customers, and the sound quality is just as good as the way more expensive brands. And if you don't like them, they have a 30-day guarantee. They have a lightweight and multi-angular hook, ultra light with a flexible ear hook that adapts to any ear for all-day comfort and awareness. And you can connect to multiple devices and switch seamlessly without the hassle. They also have 36 hours of battery life, which I love. 8 hours of playtime and 36 hours of battery with the charging case. You can charge them like once a week. I've been using these a lot since I got them. They're great for taking walks so that you're still aware of your surroundings, but you're able to listen to music, and they're really comfortable. They're so easy to integrate into your daily routine.
The Essential Open earbuds are a great option for everyday listening. Go to buyraycon.com/Poog Open to get 20% off. Thanks to Raycon for sponsoring. We are very excited to partner with Vuori.
Vuori products are so versatile and comfortable. You can wear these clothes to work out, but then you can also head to the office or run an errand or meet up with a friend and not feel insane. I love how lightweight, relaxed, and moisture-wicking the 4-way performance stretch is.
Look, this is a Vuori household. We wear these joggers all the time. It started as a classic gift from my mother. And yeah, now that they're partners, I intend to expand my wardrobe. I'm just looking at, the Halo Essential Wide Leg Pant. I'm looking at, leggings. Fooled. I've never tried these.
I love the Villa Wide Leg Pant. So comfortable, but then also great. You could even get on a plane in them. Love a Vuori All the Form bra. It's comfortable, really easy to wear during a workout. And I love the Halo Baby Tee. Love it, super soft, the classic crew neck, cap sleeves, really nice with any kind of bottoms for just a cute little active outfit.
Vuori is a huge part of my life, okay? These start, for a lot of people, gym, and then they go, wait, I need these in life. Whether you're running errands, whether you're going to the office, whether you're meeting up with your friends, you're going, it's Vuori time is what it is. And so I'm excited to really up my game with them.
Vuori is an investment in your happiness. For our listeners, they are offering 20% off your first purchase. Get yourself some of the most comfortable and versatile clothing on the planet at vuori.com/Poog. That's vuori.com/Poog. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions.
Get 20% off your first purchase at vuori.com/Poog.
And discover the versatility of Vuori clothing. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions. So what do you think? So tonight, meeting up at the Grove to see the Odyssey, 5:30.
I'm trying to get it all. I'm trying to pull myself together today before leaving tomorrow. So that includes doing something outside the home, the movie. It includes
We'll arrive fed.
this. Oh, you mean, are we doing dinner?
No, it's too much, right? You have shit to do. It's fine. We'll arrive fed, and then you know what it always is? It's after the movie. We can do a little chat dismount in the on the way to the cars.
Yeah, or we could or we could have a guacamole at Alma. You know what I mean? Like
was
one of
Alma
those
at the Grove
restaurants? Yeah, those like Grove restaurants that are like outside.
Well, trust me, I was gonna say I love Blue Ribbon Sushi.
Oh yeah, of course. And then I'm a literal god because I remembered to get my passport FedEx to me just in time to go to Canada because I'd left it in New York months ago.
Oh my
and
God.
didn't address it because a lot of people, let's say they left their passport in New York. Okay, they go to California. Their whole life is about getting their passport back. Okay,
Yeah,
until
of course.
me,
And isn't it like there's a thing about mailing a passport? Like it's
probably illegal or something.
something.
Yeah, and can't worry about that.
Well, of course not.
I've had meds.
Who cares?
I've had meds like stuffed with cotton, wrapped in a T-shirt. Sent.
Oh yeah, you got to get it however you get it.
Yeah, I'm like all these places, like in Italy, even in like, I think it was like in Ischia, like this journey to get to this like little post office, and they had been held at some border because the thing hadn't been checked, like pay in advance for the thing, so it was like held up, and then like finally getting them from these like Italians, and the glory. I've done that in a lot of places. I remember in Portland, I think once, like out on a highway going to a shipping center and like retrieving like the glory of like getting the meds. Oh, but I did get a new device called the Mendy. Here, I'll show you. It goes like this. Another brain device, neurofeedback in this case, brain training. I've pushed the Muse over the years, but I continue to have trouble with the Muse, with the connectivity falling out. This measures something else. This measures by like shooting light through the brain. It measures how blood flow in the prefrontal cortex, and you like move this. I mean, I've been like waiting for them to get this in the hand of the consumer for like 15 years. Okay.
Speaking of
feedback, the neurofeedback. Oh,
well, I just wanted to say, I did my pre-nuvo.
It's huge.
It was, a seamless experience. I'll say that. You go in, gorgeous.
Really?
Easy. Yeah. And also you choose what you want to watch in there.
Classic.
So I go, let's fire up the first 2 episodes of Sex and the City. So I'm in there watching Sex and the City. It wasn't scary. It wasn't hard. Yeah, of course you're like getting scanned, but it's like you're just, if anyone, you're just you're just laying there.
Although I will say, I don't think the detractor or the, deterrent, you know what I'm saying?
Is the scan itself.
Yes. The price.
Of course, although you can get $300 off with code Kate Berlant for a full body scan.
Hilarious.
But I have to say,
when I get in there, I'll get my code.
Of course you will. I have to say though, it was because of course you're going in there and you're hoping hoping for, as they say, unremarkable results. And my results were unremarkable. And I was also nervous because I had friends that did it and they were like, there'll be things like, don't worry. Cause it's like, oh, a little white matter here, but they're like, it's nothing. Or they're like, oh, yeah, cyst here. But like, if you don't have XYZ, it's something to worry about. One thing I did learn is that I have particularly dense breast tissue, which is fairly common.
So do I. And by the way, it's not like something you can feel.
No,
it's not like,
it's like my
feel it in a fist, you know what
exactly.
I
mean? But that's good information to know as far as
I was gonna
going
say,
forward mammograms and whatnot.
But you're not Ashkenazi, right?
My dad is.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's like very, very like common.
Yeah. But listen, it's a, and they call you, someone goes over your results. I shared it with my doctor, and I will say, and yes, it's expensive. It's a luxury for sure, but my God, it is the idea that, and this is what they talk about, with everyone, the great fear, cancer, and, what we do know, early detection is everything. So the idea is, you get something pre-stage 1 or stage 1. Anyway, damn, I want that California Chicken Cafe wrap bad.
I'm going to lay down with an ice pack and consider whether maybe I just need to go for a Celsius. Yes, I can have them in the home, but walking to the little cafe to get the Celsius can be fun.
You're on Celsius today.
Yeah.
We got to get you off.
I know. Fruit flavors. I just need a drink. I just need like a drink. Because you know what else I'm on? I'm on the Element drink.
It's weird you say it. I drank one last night.
It's delicious, bitch.
The sparkling. 500 milligrams of sodium, which is better than 900 or 1,000, which I think is what the packets have.
They sent Truly pallets. Like the packages kept coming. Like it was like there was a week where every day, both of our homes.
It was overwhelming.
Huge packages filled with 24 cans, sparkling Element. But like the pineapple salt to me is like as good as drinking like a pineapple margarita. Yeah. I really realized that. I was like, I need to start ordering a restaurant like lime juice, salt rim, Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, I want that flavor.
Yeah.
The booze is ancillary.
Pineapple, unfortunately, makes my mouth itch.
Oh, right.
Well, guys, this was a soft launch back into having a podcast.
I'm considering turning into an entertainer on the podcast. Okay. Not just
Maybe next time.
hang on, like, yeah, it's a rash.
Yeah, yeah.
But I also think the people,
They're fine.
I think that, I think that
The eavesdroppers
they
hold
like
us.
it. I think they like it. It's weird that I think that. But
Well, I need to go make an emergency scramble. I'm starving. I'll see you later.
Can't wait. All right.
Love you.
Love you.
That was Poog. If you enjoyed Poog, please subscribe, rate, and review. If not, we will press charges.